And that's what we call voice as an interface. That is the future of voice AI. But could you make them rhyme?
Sure, let's have some fun with it. For $50, you'll help dreams come alive. $100 shows your community drive. $500 and our programs will thrive. $1,000.
OpenAI just raised the bar with the Realtime API, and it's about to revolutionize how we interact with AI through speech. And in this video, I'm gonna do 3 live demos where I show you what this means for the future of AI callers and how we interact with all of our devices. If we haven't met, my name is Alejo. I've been an AI engineer for about 7 years, and I'm also the founder of Amplify Voice, where we build the future of voice AI. By the end of this video, you're gonna have a lot of questions, so comment them below. I've been waiting for this for months. Finally, the new generation of voice AI agents is out. These speech-to-speech models are accessible through the Realtime API of OpenAI. And instead of telling you what's different versus other models, I'm gonna show you. And by the way, by the end of the video, I'm gonna show you how you can try this for free for a limited time. What I'm about to show you is a Fundraiser demo that we've built on VAPI, and now we're gonna grab the exact same prompt and instead use the OpenAI Realtime API. So before I make the call, notice the naturality of the voice or the lack of naturality. Notice the speed that it goes to. Notice how it reacts to what I say and how I say it. That's what you'll notice is special about these types of models. Okay, so let's make the call. Go.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi there, I'm Emma, calling on behalf of the Youth Leadership Foundation. Am I speaking with someone who handles community engagement or charitable giving for your company?
Yeah, this is Alejo. I'm in charge of charitable giving.
Great to meet you, Alejo. Thanks for taking the time to chat. I want to let you know upfront that I'm an AI assistant. I know it might seem a bit unusual, but I'm here to ensure that more of your contributions go directly to supporting youth opportunities rather than towards administrative costs. At the end of our call, I can connect you with one of our human team members if you'd prefer to chat more. How does that sound?
Notice that it's speaking a little slow, so I can... that sounds great, but can you speak much faster?
Absolutely, I can speed things up for you. In a nutshell, the Youth Leadership Foundation is working to address learning gaps caused by COVID among local teens. We offer summer programs focused on leadership, academics, and personal development. Does this sound like something that might align with your company's community goals?
Definitely. We've donated to similar organizations in the past, so that definitely aligns. Could you continue the conversation, but with a more melodic tone?
Of course, Alejo. I'm glad to hear our mission resonates with your past efforts. Would you be interested in learning more about how your company could
It
support our
didn't do
work
it.
through donations? We have various ways that companies can get involved.
Okay, yeah, I'd love to hear what those tiers are, but could you make them rhyme?
Sure, let's have some fun with it. For $50, you'll help dreams come alive. $100 shows your community drive. $500 and our programs will thrive. $1,000 futures soar and strive. Based on your company's budget, which of these tiers might be possible, either as a one-time gift or recurring donation?
Let's do a $50 recurring donation for a year.
That's fantastic, Alejo. Your support with a $50 recurring donation will make a big difference over the year. Now, I should probably mention, as much as I'd love to handle everything, we probably shouldn't trust an AI with payment processing.
Definitely not over the phone.
We have 2 options for you to complete your donation. I can send you a secure link to our webpage for an online donation, or I can set up a time for you to speak with a human representative from our foundation to process the donation over the phone.
Yeah,
Which
feel
would you
free to
prefer?
send me a link,
Great.
and that'll work.
Perfect, Alejo. Could you please confirm the best email address to send the donation link to?
Yes, it's alejopijuan@gmail.com.
Thank you, Alejo. I'll send the secure donation link to alehop1@gmail.com
Ooh,
right
close.
away.
Actually,
Your
it's
support means a lot to us and the
yeah,
youth we
so
serve.
it's
If you have any questions, feel free to reach
ALEJOPIJUAN
out.
at
Thank you again
gmail.com.
for your generosity and have a wonderful day. You're very welcome, Alejo. Take care. Goodbye. Hello again. How can I? Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so it went off the rails there a little bit. A few things that you'll notice is I asked it to speed up and it did. I could have asked it again and it would have done it even faster. Then it kind of went back to baseline sort of. So it went back to normal speed. Another thing that you notice is that when I tried to interrupt it, it didn't quite work. Maybe this is how I set it up, which I'll show you what I used to set that up. So you can replicate it. I'll also give you a phone number that you can call and try for yourself for the next 7 days. So if you're watching this video past 7 days, it won't work anymore. But we'll have other videos and other opportunities to call this for free. So it's free for you. And we're happy to give you this experience and cover it ourselves. So another thing that you'll notice is I asked it to do it melodically and it didn't. However, in the OpenAI demos that they showed 6 months ago, it could sing, it could tell a story with melodies, it could do a bunch of things. So OpenAI is actively hindering these models. This is the evidence that I asked it to say it melodically and it stayed with the normal tone of voice, which is another thing. It's pretty monotonous. So is this gonna get better? Definitely gonna get better. Is this better than, say, 11 Labs voice generation right now? Definitely not, but they are actively hindering the models. So is it gonna get better? Yes, and very, very fast. This is the whole setup for the call you just heard. And it's not something that I built myself. Actually, Tulio created a really, really good demo tutorial for this. And then this guy, Bart, created a GitHub that is replicatable. Just plugging this video here to give credit where credit is due. So thank you so much, Bart, for the help. I changed the system message. I changed some of the tools and stuff. It'll actually even give you an explanation of what happened during that call. So this is like really, really cool. So my OpenAI Realtime API already has a tool integrated. So it's crazy how fast this is advancing. I now want to show you the other demo that we usually show, people that are interested in the fundraising, and what that sounds like and what that feels like. It'll feel different, but it'll sound better.
Hello, this is Emma calling on behalf of the Youth Leadership Foundation. Am I speaking with someone who handles community engagement or charitable giving for your company?
Yes, this is Alejo. I'm in charge of charitable giving.
Great, thanks for your time, Alejo. I'm reaching out about an opportunity to support local youth. But first, I want to be upfront. I am an AI assistant. I understand it might seem unusual, but I exist to ensure your donations go directly to funding opportunities for youth rather than to sales staff. At the end of the call, I'm happy to connect you or schedule a call directly with someone on our team if you'd like. How does that sound?
Yeah, sounds good. So what do you do exactly?
Fantastic, Alejo. In a nutshell, we're addressing learning gaps caused by COVID among local teams. We run summer programs focused on leadership, academics, and personal development. Does that sound like something that might align with your company's community goals?
You know what? I think so. I think that might align pretty well.
That's great. That's great to hear. I'm glad our mission resonates with you. Would you like me to share some information about how your company could support our work through donations?
Sure, I'd love to hear. But can you make it rhyme?
Absolutely, Alejo. Here goes. For youth to thrive and truly shine, your support can be divine. With donations big or small, you can help us one or all. From $50 to $1,000, every bit lends a hand. One-time gifts or monthly cheers, you can help us year by year. Does a tear catch your eye? Or should we give it a try?
That's fantastic. Okay, yeah, let's do $50 monthly, please.
Thank you so much, Alejo. Your support means a lot. Now, I should probably mention, as much as I'd love to handle everything, we probably shouldn't trust an AI with payment processing, right? So we have two options for you to complete the donation. I can either send you a link to our secure webpage
I love
where you can set
the
up your
payment
monthly
link.
donation
We
online.
can do that.
Great choice. I'll send that secure link to your email right away. Could you please confirm your email address?
Yeah, it's alejopijuan@gmail.com.
Got it. alejo1@gmail.com. I'll send that link over to you shortly. Thank you so much for
Okay,
your time.
yes. So a few things there. The email, both got it wrong. This is still an issue, and that's why we don't really ask for emails anymore. We send links directly to an SMS because we already have their number. They're calling in or we're calling them. So much simpler flow. That aside, both the real-time API and obviously VAPI models can use tools, which is pretty cool that they released that upon launch. The other thing that you'll notice is I asked it to rhyme, and it did it fantastically. Both did it really, really nicely. But what you will also notice is that the underlying model is still the same. It's still GPT-4o. It's just that the input coming in for VAPI is text, and the input coming in for the real-time API is speech. I'll dive into that in a different video that'll make it a lot clearer. So why is the VAPI voice better? Well, we're using 11 Labs, and 11 Labs has dedicated all of their engineers, all of their funding to making voices more and more realistic. Are the best voices that OpenAI has and won't share with us better than 11 Labs? I don't know, but I would say they were pretty equal. In the sentiment of avoiding scams with hyper-realistic voices and real-time voice, I think that's a reason why they hindered the capabilities and also the quality of the voice of the real-time API. But now I want to give you a hint of where the world is going. And what I'm going to show you now is something that OpenAI created that is very easy to install in your own computer if you're interested. It's the real-time console. It's just a demo that I'm going to show you just now, but you'll see something very, very particular about what this demo can do. So let's jump straight into it. I'm going to connect it. I'm going to activate voice automatic detection.
How can I help you today?
Okay, I'm going to minimize myself and let's do it. Hey, doing really, really well. I was wondering what you're able to do.
That's great to hear. I can help with a variety of tasks.
It's so fast. Okay, and it interrupts itself immediately. And you'll see now that it'll ignore all of this because the next command is, can you show me what the weather is like in London?
The current weather in London is 12.8 degrees
So
Celsius.
it activated a function and then changed the screen, which is insane to me. Now, can you show me what the weather is like in Sydney?
Now
almost there. Actually, I said Sydney.
Got it. Let me know how else I can assist.
Can you show me the weather in Sydney?
It seems there was a mix-up. Let me try that again.
So it showed Seattle, but here it says Sydney. That's interesting. Okay, yeah, maybe there was a mix-up. How about Los Angeles?
In Los Angeles, it's currently 17.
Now Sydney, Australia?
In Sydney, Australia, it's currently 15.7.
It's crazy to me that the screen is changing real time. And let me give you a hint of where this might go. Before I do that, can you just remember all of the cities that I just mentioned that I'm interested in? And it set in memory, it's a different function that it has, interested cities, London, Seattle, Los Angeles, and Sydney. Can you remember that I really like traveling?
Got it.
Likes travel? True. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, so let's disconnect. And now I want to show you why is this relevant or useful at all. I was actually going to the Apple store page, and I wanted to compare prices of the new iPad versus the old one. And I was like looking, okay, where can I compare? This pops up, but it's not really letting me look at any differences. What about when we'll have the same interface and the screen changes as I'm interacting with Apple, the Apple Store, or with your own website? So I had to Control F compare to find where I can compare the models. And now it's sending me, okay, and now I can compare the models. But it actually took me a few minutes, and I had to Control F, which is nuts to me that I have to do that to find how to compare the models. Well, what if I am just talking to the website, like I'm talking to this one right now, and the screen changes, and I just ask, hey, could you compare some models for me? And it knows exactly where to find that. It knows exactly where to click, what function to call. And now if I ask it, can you compare iPad Pro 13-inch M4 versus M2 versus the 10th generation or the 9th generation, and it'll find the right one, and it'll do that all automatically through voice. And that's what we call voice as an interface. That is the future of voice AI. Not only on a phone number, but how we interact with all of our devices. The possibilities are limitless, and I am so excited for the future videos I'm gonna release on this. And as I promised, I'm gonna share the phone number below that you can call within the next 7 days to experience the same demo that I showed you for the Realtime API. So you can play with it, trick it, do anything that you need. It's up to you. The costs for the Realtime API are pretty high right now, but what's important to us is that you get the experience without having to worry about the cost. So that's why we're doing this, and we hope you enjoy. And now more than ever, never stop prompting.